So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams as they've already made their way back out of the locker room. So to bring you the story of the second half, let's get you right back out to Brandon Godden.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. Kene Nwangwu now out of his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. With a glimpse of Justin Jefferson, the wide receiver, as he and the Minnesota Vikings return back here on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. They just do get the playoff. Now Cousins. And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Cousins in step with Jefferson that time. First down, Vikings.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Running on first down is Cook, but he didn't find much there. Call it a gain of 3. 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Cook. And this will be a Vikings first down as good running gets them to about the 44.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now Cousins. Pushes him over. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Second and 6. On play action, Cousins. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. To throw, Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. Well, Charles, just some visibly frustrated players and coaches on that sideline right now because those halftime adjustments didn't work. The turnover problems continuing here in the second half, and the defense now sitting pretty comfortably as a result of that pick 6.
Hey, that's a great observation too, Brandon, because they did make adjustments at halftime. But how about this other group staying a step ahead despite whatever happened in that other locker room? No surprise they're leading, and it's appropriate that those defenders got to add to the lead directly.
The Vikings offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Cousins to throw it. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
A first down throw for Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 41. Here's Cousins. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Again, it's Cousins. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That is one heck of a catch right there. Got his eye on it the whole way and able to make the grab one-handed. Very nicely done and for a nice chunk of yardage too.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Cousins. And this one almost intercepted. far too loose with the football. Nearly a fourth pick of the ball game.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
On 3rd down, Cousins. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this is an offense in need of getting a few good things to happen. Here's one right here. They've had their share of struggles in key moments, but that's a nice throw and nice work after the throw, and they're set up now with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. To the air again, it's Cousins. Right side, it's the tight end, Hockenson. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and goal, Cousins. Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
3rd and goal for Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Vikings are back within a score. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dolphins ready to take over on offense. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches. Laundry on the field. This is going to be a false start on the offense.
Sometimes you have to slow things down a little bit when things get heated. The cadence has to be slow and deliberate at times to make sure your team's ready to go.
A good down to possibly take a shot, and in fact, they'll come up with an empty backfield on 2nd and inches. Here's Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Here's Bridgewater. And this is going to be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points. Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that.
It seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From the 31, Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards, first down, Vikings.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
First down, here's Cousins. Leaping, and he makes the grab. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively, but they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 32-yard line. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Cook again. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 59 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
Well, how many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll try to throw now. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing, Cousins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So that, a definite deflator there on the interception.
Yeah, you work your way down the field, thinking you're in position for a go-ahead score. But all it takes is one errant throw, and this one winds up a turnover.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. The sack coming from big Dalvin Tomlinson. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Another try after the 1st down sack. Bridgewater.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he's on to punt for Miami. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. And out now come the Vikings. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. This one brought in by Jefferson. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, Cousins. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Up the middle, it's Cook. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, and defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
A potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on 3rd down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
They run it again with Cook. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. To throw is Cousins. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 17-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Thielen. And the Vikings are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Cook is in. Touchdown, Minnesota. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Joseph now to have the PAT. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Bridgewater. He's going to drop this underneath to Mostert. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Bridgewater's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 more there and another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
They'll run right side with Mostert. It was Danielle Hunter to make the play in the backfield.
Well, Brandon, he's had a great day, but sometimes the other guys make a play against you. What's that expression they like to use in the NFL? Those guys get paid too, you know.
Yeah, in college they say, hey, they're on scholarship too. In the NFL, they're getting paid too. With the day he's had, you can have one go in the wrong direction. Now on 2nd and 13, Bridgewater. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 43. To throw is Bridgewater. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to the running game with Mostert. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. The stop made there by Chandon Sullivan. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try to throw here now. Bridgewater. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 8. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Bridgewater to throw. And it's caught. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point 4th quarter lead. Here's Bridgewater rolling to his left. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Raheem Mostert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Dolphins answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a 4th quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it right around the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, is swapping that onus back and forth.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
That's complete. It's Cook. Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Right back to Cook for another completion. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on third down. Cousins. And that is incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time. Cousins on fourth down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he is going to pick up the Vikings' first down as they'll get the conversion on a gain of 14. Cousins to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's intercepted yet again, and that could be the backbreaker. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins have just about sewn up this football game. Victory very likely now for the Dolphins as they take a knee here. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.